Hi Pre-Calc, this is section 5.4, sum and difference formulas. These are the formulas right here. Just notice that if the sign is positive, the expansion is positive. If the sign is negative, the expansion is negative. For the cosine, it's opposite. So if the cosine is positive, it's actually negative in the expansion. And if it's negative, it's actually positive. So just watch. The signs on the cosine are opposite. Okay, so the idea here with these formulas is that you're going to calculate angles in your head versus using a calculator. So these formulas allow us to crunch out these answers in our head. All right, let me see where the problems are. Here we go. Okay. So when you do one of these questions, the first thing you want to do is break it down into angles that are either something you can do a reference angle with or the unit circle. Okay, so it's either going to be the unit circle or one of the two triangles. So 165, we're going to break it down into 135 and 30. I'm now going to use the formula right here, if you see it right here. Let me just write it out below it. So this is the one with the positive. So if you do cosine of u plus v, all right, this is the formula for cosine u plus v. In this problem, the 135 is the u, the 30 is the v. So you'll notice now I'm going to plug that into the formula. All right, now I'm going to evaluate these angles with using my brain and not a calculator. So here I go. I have two separate angles. The first angle I have is 135 degrees. I'm going to draw that. So on the final exam / test 3 combo, make sure you show your work for this. All right, so this is 45 degrees is the reference angle, which means it's a 1, 1, radical 2. It's in quadrant 2, so I have to be sensitive to the plus or minus in quadrant 2. So the cosine in quadrant 2 is negative because I'm in quad 2, and the cosine is going to be, it's 1 over radical 2, but I'll rationalize it. 1 over radical 2 or 2 radical 2. Cosine, oh, okay, so here's our other angle, which is 30 degrees. And that is over here. 30 degrees is 1 radical 3, 2. It's in quadrant 1, so the reference angle and the initial angle is the same. All right, now cosine of 30 degrees is going to be radical 3 over 2. So you can see I rationalize it because the math here is going to be easier to crunch. Okay, sine of 135 degrees, it's 1 over radical 2, but I'll rationalize it. I just also want to note that it's positive because the sine is positive in quadrant 2. If it's a plus, you don't have to write plus. I just want you to think about it, so I'm being really like sort of almost obnoxious about it, so you make sure you think about whether it's positive or negative. Okay, sine of 30 degrees is 1/2. You don't, in terms of simplifying, you don't have to go far with this. So this is going to be negative radical 6 over 4. This times this times this, okay? Minus radical 2 over 4, which is going to combine to be negative radical 6 minus 2 over 4. I don't want a calculator approximation for this on the test 3 final exam combo. I want to see all these steps and these pictures, so just like this, okay? Let me end this video here, and I'll pick up with our next example in the next video. Bye-bye.